Vladimir Putin, a name that resonates around the world, evoking a mix of admiration, fear, and intrigue. A name that resonates around the world. His presence is felt in every corner of the globe, from the bustling streets of New York to the quiet villages of Siberia. A figure of power, shrouded in mystery. His stoic demeanor and calculated moves have made him a subject of endless speculation and analysis. From the frozen streets of Leningrad, he rose to become the President of Russia. Born in 1952, in a city that would later be known as St. Petersburg, Putin's early life was marked by the harsh realities of post-war Soviet Union. His journey is a tale of ambition, strategy, and an unyielding grip on power. From a young KGB officer to the corridors of the Kremlin, Putin's ascent was anything but ordinary. This film explores Putin's intricate relationships with four U.S. presidents: George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Each relationship, a chapter in the complex narrative of international politics. Barack Obama, Donald Trump, and Joe Biden. Each leader brought their own approach, their own strategies, and their own challenges. Each encounter, a clash of ideologies, a test of wills. From the early days of post-9/11 cooperation with Bush, to the strained relations with Obama, the unpredictable dynamics with Trump, and the current tensions with Biden. How did Putin navigate the complex world of international diplomacy? What were his goals, his strategies, his vision for Russia on the global stage, and how did his actions shape the world we live in today? From the annexation of Crimea to the involvement in Syria, from cyber warfare to energy politics, Putin's influence is undeniable. This film delves deep into the enigma of power that is Vladimir Putin, unraveling the man behind the image and the impact of his reign on the world stage. Born in 1952 in the heart of Leningrad, a city still reeling from the devastation of World War II, Vladimir Putin's early life was marked by the hardships of post-war Leningrad. The city, now known as St. Petersburg, bore the scars of a brutal siege that lasted 872 days. The remnants of war were everywhere, and the people, including young Vladimir, had to navigate a world of scarcity and rebuilding. Amidst this backdrop of struggle and resilience, Putin found solace in the world of espionage. He joined the KGB, the Soviet Union's intelligence agency, where he honed his skills in secrecy, strategy, and survival. The KGB was not just a career, it was a calling that shaped his worldview and his approach to power. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 presented both a challenge and an opportunity. For many, it was a time of uncertainty and chaos, but for Putin, it was a moment to redefine his path. The dissolution of the Soviet state meant the end of an era, but it also opened doors to new possibilities in a rapidly changing political landscape. Putin, with his characteristic pragmatism, seized the moment. He transitioned from the shadows of the KGB to the forefront of Russian politics. His early political career was marked by a series of strategic moves that showcased his ability to navigate the complexities of the new Russian Federation. He quickly rose through the ranks, demonstrating a keen understanding of power dynamics and governance. By the year 2000, Putin had positioned himself as a central figure in Russian politics. His inauguration as president marked the beginning of a new chapter for Russia. In his speeches, he spoke of stability, strength, and a return to greatness. His vision was clear: to restore Russia to its former glory, to reclaim its place on the world stage, and to ensure its sovereignty and influence. His mission: to restore Russia to its former glory. This mission would define his presidency and his legacy. Through a combination of political acumen, strategic alliances, and a firm grip on power, Putin sought to transform Russia into a formidable global player. His journey from the shadows of Leningrad to the heights of the Kremlin is a testament to his enduring influence and ambition. George W. Bush, the 43rd U.S. president, initially saw a kindred spirit in Putin. Their first meeting in 2001 was marked by warmth and a shared desire to combat terrorism. However, this initial camaraderie was short-lived. The U.S. invasion of Iraq in 2003, which Putin opposed, sowed the seeds of mistrust. NATO expansion further strained relations, with Russia viewing it as a direct threat. The relationship, once promising, began to sour. Barack Obama came to office in 2009 promising a reset with Russia. He sought to engage Putin on issues like nuclear disarmament and arms control. There were initial signs of progress, but the relationship soon faced new challenges, from the Syrian Civil War to Russia's annexation of Crimea in 2014. The annexation, condemned by the West, marked a turning point. The hope of a reset faded, replaced by renewed tensions and sanctions against Russia. Section 5. The Art of the Deal and its Discontents. Donald Trump's election in 2016 brought a new dynamic to U.S. Russia relations. Trump, with his admiration for strongmen, seemed to hold Putin in high regard. Their interactions, however, were often marked by controversy. The 2016 U.S. election interference allegations cast a long shadow over the relationship. The Helsinki summit in 2018, where Trump appeared to side with Putin over his own intelligence agencies, further fueled the firestorm. Section 6. The Bear and the Eagle. This chapter delves into the intricate dynamics between two powerful nations, symbolized by the bear and the eagle. The bear represents Russia, a nation with a long history of strength and resilience. The eagle, on the other hand, symbolizes the United States, known for its soaring ambitions and global influence. Joe Biden, who took office in 2021, brought a different approach to the international stage. His presidency marked a significant shift in U.S. foreign policy, especially in its dealings with Russia. Biden's extensive experience in diplomacy and international relations set the tone for a new era of engagement. A seasoned diplomat, he pledged to stand up to Putin's aggression while seeking areas of cooperation. Biden's strategy was multifaceted, aiming to balance firmness with dialogue. He understood the importance of maintaining open channels of communication, even with adversaries, to prevent misunderstandings and potential conflicts. Biden's response to the ongoing war in Ukraine has been firm and resolute. He condemned the invasion and emphasized the need for a united international response. His administration worked tirelessly to support Ukraine, providing not only military aid, but also economic and humanitarian assistance to help the country withstand the onslaught. He has rallied NATO allies to provide military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. This collective effort showcased the strength of international alliances and the shared commitment to upholding democratic values and sovereignty. The unity among NATO members sent a clear message to Russia about the consequences of its actions, while imposing severe sanctions on Russia. These sanctions targeted key sectors of the Russian economy, aiming to cripple its financial capabilities and pressure the government to change its course. The economic impact was significant, leading to widespread protests and discontent within Russia. The relationship remains deeply strained, a stark reminder of the challenges in navigating the complex geopolitical landscape. Despite the tensions, Biden continues to advocate for diplomacy and dialogue, recognizing that long-term stability can only be achieved through persistent and patient efforts. The bear and the eagle, though often at odds, must find a way to coexist in a world that demands cooperation and mutual respect. Section 7. The Global Chessboard. Vladimir Putin's foreign policy is often characterized as a strategic chess game. He is seen as a master tactician, always several moves ahead, exploiting weaknesses and seizing opportunities. From the annexation of Crimea to intervention in Syria, Putin has asserted Russia's presence on the world stage. He has challenged the post-Cold War order, seeking to restore Russia's influence and prestige. Section 8. A World on Edge. Putin's actions have profound implications for the future of democracy and authoritarianism. His crackdown on dissent at home, coupled with his aggressive foreign policy, has raised concerns about the global rise of authoritarianism. The war in Ukraine, a stark reminder of the human cost of conflict, has further heightened these concerns. The world watches with bated breath, wondering what the future holds. Section 9. The Future of Global Order. As we have seen, Vladimir Putin's rise to power and his relationships with U.S. presidents have shaped the geopolitical landscape in profound ways. His actions have tested the limits of international diplomacy and raised fundamental questions about the future of global order. Will Putin's brand of authoritarianism continue to spread? Can democracy withstand the challenges posed by resurgent authoritarian powers? These are the questions that will define the 21st century.